Hey guys, this is it. This is my Axpona 2025 show report. It is the biggest show in North America. And in this case, size really does matter. But more important is, I met so many terrific people, old friends in the industry. A lot of you guys came by and said hello. You attended my seminar. I had a great time. You know, the vibe of Axpona is always really good, just walking around, being in the halls, meeting people, going in the rooms. This year was just, I don't know, a notch up from what it's been before. This is going to be my report. You'll see my picks with the best of Axpona 2025. And the very first room I entered at this show just happened to be the Vulti Audio room. And they were showing the new Vitora, which is their flagship model. It's a big horn system. And the sound was big and lifelike and with real life dynamics and deep bass. I mean, it's a you are there experience. Amazing. But the next room, well, there are a couple other rooms I'm going to leave out, but the next room that knocked me out was Richard Vandersteen's room. Vandersteen Audio. I've known Vandersteen for many years, probably 40 years at this point. And this new model, I think it's a new model, the Kento Carbon, knocked me out because they just happened to be playing some Unplugged Stones recording. And the sense of Mick Jagger being right there in the room and Keith on acoustic guitar, it was incredible. But anyway, the next room that knocked me out was the GIP Laboratories. That's a Japanese company. They were showing this one, which is called the 4165, which is based on a 1930s Western electric horn. This is a replica with a field coil driver. And this is a very large speaker, and it was truly a wall-to-wall experience. This wasn't about power per se, but in terms of, tactile, palpable realism, this system was really very impressive. The next stop was J. Porter Studios. They're based in Austin, Texas, where they design and build their speakers. Now, Jeremy Porter is a patron of mine. I've been talking to him for years, and we've been talking about these speakers for years. And now I finally got to see and hear them. The sound is clean and clear and it just sounds right. Now, this is interesting. Reox is back with the B77 Mark III reel-to-reel machine, and a big surprise, their T77 belt drive turntable. Then I walked into the Triangle Art room. Now, they make all sorts of products, including bighorn speakers and stuff. These absolutely blingy turntables definitely caught my attention. Then I heard these, the Wharfdale Lintons, being driven by Quad Electronics, the 33 and 303. This is classic UK sound. Here's a picture of Andrew Jones. And he's showing off, and I mean showing off, his new speaker for MoFi. It's called the V10. It's a large speaker, heavy too. It weighs 160 pounds. Each one, 160 pounds. It has a 10-inch concentric driver, and then below that, two 10-inch woofers, and on the back, two passive radiators. As for small speakers, well, these PS Audio Aspen FR5s. Now, I heard them at last year's Axpona, and I really did like them then, but this time more so. I was more into it this time. We'll see if that actually turns into review. Next up was Bag End. Now, Bag End, I've known this name for many, many years, but I don't think I've ever experienced it before. Now, they're really a pro sound company more than consumer. But here they are at a consumer show, and they had one of their subwoofers playing with one of their speakers, in other words, in mono. Anyway, definitely stopped me in my tracks. Then it was time to meet Roy Delgado, the chief engineer for Klipsch. And we hung out, we talked, he played the new La Scala for me, the new Klipsch La Scala, which is actually significantly different than the previous generation. It has a new mid-range horn and new bass loading for 12-inch driver. It used to be 15-inch in the La Scala. Anyway, I'm getting these speakers in for review very, very soon, so I will have a lot more to say. Next up was Zesto Audio, based in California. Last year, in 2024, I reviewed their new moving magnet phono preamplifier. And anyway, this time out, they had a new DAC, new digital converter. Looked very, very interesting, and obviously they're a tube company. So a tube DACs definitely check a lot of boxes for me. I found myself next in the Amps and Sound room. Now, Amps and Sound is a company that I know of their electronics, their amplifiers, preamps, and headphone amplifiers and stuff like that. But they also make speakers, and they were showing this medium-sized to large horn speaker with an 18-inch woofer. And the sound was, no surprise, especially in a small room, big. Very, very big, weighty, powerful sound. Now, Heaven 11 is a company, and they have one product in their line as far as I know. It's called the Billy, and I reviewed it here on the channel, but they have a new version of it that uses Hypex Class D modules. And again, that one, yeah, I hope to review that one this year. I next found myself in the Linquits lab room. Now, this was Siegfried Linquits' company, and he's just a great designer, a brainiac, absolutely, in speaker design. This is a different kind of open baffle speaker than I'm used to, and yeah, it's intriguing, and I'm definitely interested in reviewing it, and I think that's going to happen in a few months.
Go.
Hi, I'm Shannon from Analog Planet. This is my non-audiophile partner, Jeff, that I dragged to all of these audio shows with me. It's actually kind of fun because, yeah, I go in and do my thing, and everybody is so kind to Jeff. And I have tried. Honestly, I have tried. I've sat him down with a really good album, my really good headphones. It hasn't worked.
At least you tried.
I have really tried.
Okay, maybe next year.
But at least, he comes to the audio shows with me, and he enables my obsession with music.
Okay.
It's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just as I was finishing up, I wandered into the Bach Labs room. And this is Edgar Schwery's company. He is a Princeton University professor, an amazing human being, very funny. He does incredible magic tricks. He's a real character. Anyway, his company, Bach Labs, specializes in converting two-channel recordings into a 3D immersive experience. So he had this little desktop system set up with these Dragonfire planar magnetic speakers. They're little tiny magnepans. They're not magnepans, they're Dragonfire. They're called the DFA 2.1 system, so there's also a subwoofer under the desk. Talk about immersive. This is about as immersive as two-channel audio ever gets. It's really, really extraordinary. I urge you to go to his website to learn more about it. I will obviously link to it below. But it was a great way to finish this show report, was to tell you about something that you've never experienced sound quite like this. That is, taking two-channel recordings and creating a 3D immersive experience. So anyway, it was nice to see Edgar. It was a terrific show, and thank you guys for watching. And of course, I really do hope to see you back here again very, very soon. Bye-bye.